Growing takes time. Ranch Systems has the tools to help you quickly get the information you need so you can get on with your day. Check your water, crop status, and weather from real sensors in your field. To learn more, contact us today.
Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with American Vineyard Magazine, reporting to you from the annual Grape Nut and Tree Fruit Expo. It's great to be able to gather together with industry friends and growers, PCAs. Here, one of our presenters was Tian from the UC Cooperative Extension. She's one of the newer viticulture farm advisors stationed in Kern. For Kern County. Thank you for making the trip over here and addressing our table grape growers specifically on mechanical pruning. Could you tell us, so first of all, you started right around early 2021, right?
Yes. So this is my second year with UCCE, and since more than half of the grape acreage in Kern County are table grapes, and so a lot of my works are focusing on this very interesting crop.
Awesome. And you've been working on mechanical pruning. It's really curious as far as how to make the conversion right over to mechanization. It's not always easy, but you've been doing some trials and seeing what's feasible and how it's going to impact the crop. Tell us what you've learned.
So we were doing the trial in January and February of 2022, and trying to figure out the suitability and efficiency of different pruning equipments. So as table grape trials goes, it's highly structured, and it's make mechanization for pruning more difficult as compared to wine grapes. And another factor in is table grape growers want to have more control over shoot and cluster locations, and then so that's a start from pruning. So far we haven't found there's technology that allow us to fully mechanize pruning, but we do find there's tools can let some of the step to be mechanized, and then so there's four tools we evaluate, or four equipments, whatever we call them. And so one is a pre-pruner from Andres, and then what it does, it has a drum, and it has a barrel, and then they kind of collect the shoots, and then go along to snap those cans. So with the pre-pruning pass, the growers will decrease the cost on removing a large amount of can material from the vine. And so the second equipment we evaluate is a Klima can pruner. So that is kind of in the row vine shredder, where they lift up those wires from the post and just shred those pruned cans when they are running along the vineyard. So the crews no longer need to pull out those pruned cans from the vines. I find that is a really cool thing. And so the third tool we evaluate is a battery-powered pruning shear. It's definitely decreased the fatigue experienced by the crew, and we look forward to run a slightly larger trial to do a more fair comparison between battery-powered tools and hand-prune tools. And so the fourth tool is a battery-powered tie machine. So that is an extremely useful tool for can prune vineyard when it comes to tie down the cans.
And with all these trials, I know they usually take more than a couple of years to get some full results. But what are you seeing so far as what's going to be most economical and feasible and have the minimal, negative impact on the vines?
So first, mechanized pruning, at least a part of the process in table grape, is possible. And second, it does lead to reduce of pruning cost. But in terms of which machine to choose, is really depending on the situations. If for growers with a large acreage of a sperm-proof vineyard, and then they have the variety does not have really strong tendrils to hold onto the wire, I feel Andres pre-pruner is a really good option, and they have a single head and a double head unit, and they have a different price point, but the double head unit does make work going faster. So we save with Andres pre-pruner, the saving can be between $40 to $120 per acre, based on the situation and also the model you use. And so if you have a large can-pruned acreage, or it's used, your crew is spending a lot of time just pulling those cans off the vine. In general, that's the case. I feel Klima can shredders and battery-powered Tian guns will be the good choice for those scenarios. You're looking at to saving between, let's say, $20 to $160 when you use those two tools. And for battery-powered pruning shears, I feel it's a really powerful tool to retain workers. That's some things it's beyond the money figures, or it's if you have a really strong crews and then they can pruning really fast, to have a new tool for them may not convey that much of benefit. But if you have a lot of people like me really slow on pruning, mechanical tools are really help with that situation.
That's great. I mean, it's really, really good that there's some options, available to growers, because a lot of situations are different, right? Depending on the vineyard, the age of the vineyard, how easy it is to kind of train them in a way that you can do that pruning. Mm-hmm. Would you say that it's probably much easier to start off a vineyard, or work with a younger vineyard than an older vineyard?
So I would say that's a topic a lot of growers will have discussed is what is the future table grape vineyard going to be? When where there is tools for mechanization, we take it into consideration when we establish a vineyard, how we design the trellis system, and how we like vine spacing and row spacing, all those little details. That will be easier. You start from ground zero, and then you can design the things based on technology available. But I think the beauty of those equipment we evaluate is they can readily adapt it to the vineyard has been established. And then I feel at this point, the vine age does not affect as much as we say, because we don't say those machines are really doing any damage to the vine itself.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Read more about these things in American Vineyard Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.